Welcome everybody, I'm Michael or Kubera, and today I'm going to try and announce this topic without getting banned from YouTube. So advertiser friendly, kid friendly, everybody's going to understand which site we're talking about. I'm probably gonna have to put an asterisk into the title. It starts with a P and ends with a hub, and its main logo is in the color black and orange. It is one of the most popular websites of the world. You have to be an adult to visit it, and it is absolutely huge news for crypto and for the future of not only this one particular website, which isn't just running by itself, but it's actually part of a group which owns some of the largest websites on the internet. Millions and millions of people visit these websites every single day, and millions of dollars are being made every single day from these websites. Well, this is a profound impact. This is crazy news. So let's discuss why Visa and Mastercard and other debit cards and credit cards are refusing to work with these individual advertisers and groups and corporations, what this means for the future, and why crypto is getting involved. So let's roll the intro. After Visa and Mastercard gave it the boot, our favorite website, starting with a P and ending with a hub, has started accepting cryptocurrency only. So whereas you could normally buy before premium and whatever else you would buy, this is part of a purge recently where over 10 million pieces of content were removed. Now, this individual website by itself had over 13 million pieces of content. Currently, it is just down to 2.9 million. I cannot go into the full details, and I'm also not able to link about this just because we want to be on the safe side of YouTube. However, the simple version was that there was a report, and just like with YouTube with the adpocalypse, usually the media gets on board and starts doing witch trials and being like, oh no, we got to ban this, we got to ban that. Advertisers saw it and they don't want to be associated with it, just like on YouTube, Pepsi, and all these other big brands. They started pulling their ads, and when they started pulling their ads, so did other companies that noticed, like Visa and Mastercard, who were like, wait, there's billions of dollars flowing through here. Now, this industry that I'm not allowed to talk about, well, it is so powerful that around $2,000 worth of transactions are going through every single minute. So around 80% of the video content was removed, and whatever other content was on there. People who were impacted most by this were actually other creators, individual creators, not some of the larger companies. Most of the larger companies' content stayed up, if you know what I'm talking about, studios and all that kind of stuff. This website became more and more popular over the past few years alongside a few others, one starting with O, ending with fans. More and more individuals, especially this year, started uploading because of the pandemic and staying inside. Some of these individuals were making up to 6 figures every single month. Well, some of that content was removed, but most of the content that wasn't monetizable or was going to be monetized but not right now, not currently, was removed. So that means only official partners, only studios, only the top earners stayed on board. And some of the rules, some of the TOS, the terms of service, has been revised. Official statements came out apologizing, So this particular website is the 10th most visited website in the entire world. It is owned by the company MindGeek. It was started by 2 Canadians. In 2021, there will be a verification process for all users who upload content. This is actually very interesting for me because I used to be somebody who made money from this industry as well a few years ago. I'm not going to go into the full details of that. I did publish a video on my other channel. However, it's been removed at this point because, well, I don't have access to that other channel anymore. It's been rebranded. But it's just fascinating to see how the adpocalypse has transformed into other areas in the censorship and era where everybody's just offended. To be quite honest, there's a lot worse content out there. There's a lot more controversial stuff. And this is something that, let's be honest, most of you, probably 90% of the people watching this video, view at least once per week. I mean, there's been plenty of studies about that. So just to give you an idea of how many people actually visited this one particular website alone, it had 42 billion visits last year. We don't even have an 8 billion human population yet. We're approaching there, but just this one website where a lot of these users are going onto the other websites of MindGeek and other associated websites. So you can see with 42 billion visits, when suddenly your main payment options are removed, this is a tricky problem. And there's plenty of industries, including crypto, which has been affected by government regulation, by these censorship campaigns, by crazy stuff going on that sometimes you don't even have control over. There's rumors, there's media witch hunts. Usually it's because a few videos, a few content pieces were flagged. It's not like every single other website that you visit on a daily basis doesn't also have that problem. It does. It's just like the same argument with crypto. Oh, crypto sometimes is used for illegal criminal things. Well, that's the same case with fiat currency, with dollars, with euros, with yen, with gold, with diamonds, with gems, with everything. So maybe MasterCard and Visa will return, but it's going to be limited options. Currently, the only option is to pay with cryptocurrency. So this isn't the first time this website and this company in particular was actually looking at cryptocurrency. Back in 2019, there was an issue with PayPal, and PayPal decided to be like, oh, you know what, we're not gonna accept payments. Certain performers, certain artists, certain people who were the top content producers for this particular website, payments were being blocked. And it's not like $1,000 payment. Some of these guys were getting payments of over $100,000 blocked. So that was a huge issue. And people don't care whether Bitcoin or these other digital coins are going up or down in value by a few percentage points, or if they're losing 1,000, if their $100,000 paycheck is just stuck on PayPal. I've also been an individual where I had over $1,000. It wasn't a huge amount, but it was a big amount to me a few years back when I was like 14, 15. I don't know, it was a few $1,000s that was blocked on PayPal. It got unfrozen after a few weeks, but for that few weeks, it was very uncomfortable. What about people who are, if it's a $100,000 payment, you can't pay your bills, you can't do anything, you have no control over that. With cryptocurrency, you do, because no one else owns this Bitcoin or Verge or Monero or whatever. It is you and only you. And then the next person you send it to, well, they have control. You can't do like a chargeback, you can't do scams, anything like that. So yeah, once you send it, it's gone, it's there, it's verified. So soon after the PayPal incident, this particular website started accepting Verge, Tron, and Tether. Now the whole list of all the cryptocurrencies that they accept is Bitcoin, Bcash, Dash, Ethereum, Ethereum Classic, Litecoin, Monero, NEM, XEM, Tether, Tron, Verge, Zcash, and Waves. Now I want you to take a look at Dash, Monero, and Zcash. The three kind of top figures for privacy coins. Well, obviously this website is very interested in that, because some people, there's this whole anonymous option when you're using credit cards. It's like, what is it going to be on your statements? Well, you don't have to worry about that. It's really anonymous, and this is perfect because most of the people who go on these websites, well, to be quite honest, most of these people are understanding of how the internet works, and figuring out Bitcoin isn't going to be too difficult for them. So currently, for example, their monthly package is $9.99 a month, or their yearly would be a payment of $95 for $7.99 a month. It says, unfortunately, we're unable to accept credit cards at this moment, and their only options are cryptocurrency. And on to the side, you can see all of the cryptocurrencies that they accept. So to be quite honest, we are going to see millions of dollars of transactions flowing through. This is also positive news for cryptocurrency, and other companies are also going to take note. So again, millions and millions and millions of dollars from these other companies, because this is just setting a precedent. Unless something else changes, which honestly, over the past few years, just as we've seen with the rise and fall of Tumblr used to be huge, and then half of its community got wiped out. You know why? Because of the same censorship that's happening right now. You know why my second channel, you know why that had to be reprinted? Because of censorship. Why am I interested in crypto? Why are you guys interested in crypto? Probably censorship. You don't like what the governments are doing. You don't like what these companies, they're just being, unfortunately, the word starts with C and ends with Ux. So I'm going to end you off with this quote. It's unfortunate that Visa and MasterCard are playing these sort of legal games to hold this website accountable. Performers have for a long time been saying that this website needs to be accountable and follow the law. Many performers are not going to be able to make their money, which is problematic because a lot of people use it as their main income source. It hurts the content creators because that's where the money is going. Now, the main business is probably not going to be affected as much by this. And the company itself came out and said it's clear that we're being targeted not because of our policies and how we compare to our peers, but because we are simply a content platform that is for the adult users and viewers of the world. These are the same forces that have spent 50 years demonizing Hugh Hefner's company and the National Endowment for the Arts, LGBT rights, women's rights, and even the American Library Association. Today, it just simply happens to be this company that starts with P and ends with Hub. So that is today's video. What do you think about this? Do you think it's good news? Do you think it's bad news? Honestly, I think it's good news, but it's also bad news. Good news that we're using crypto, and good news that, crypto is at almost at the all-time high right now, and more users will be introduced to it. But bad news for internet and the freedoms of internet. But in the end, it might bring actually more people into cryptocurrency and into what this movement is about. It's the revolution. So see you guys. Have a nice one. Bye.